Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If you've been wondering where I was the last week and a half, it's because I was out of the country and then caught the new fun variant of COVID. And am I allowed to say that on YouTube? Hopefully, this video doesn't get banned because I just said that. But anyway, I caught the cough and was in bed for a week. So that was fun. But anyway, I'm trying to catch up on my videos. Today, the video I'm reviewing is called Gran Turismo. This exciting and heartfelt underdog film is now playing in theaters. I saw it, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, and I'm just now getting to the video. And that reminds me, anytime you're wondering about a review, you can always go to my website, moviereviewmom.com, because I place them there first. And then, depending on how I'm feeling, I then will do the video review. Now, normally I post every single day. And those of you who have been subscribers for a long time know I post every single day. So it's always a good reason when I miss, especially that many days in a row. Okay, enough about me. Let's get back to this movie. The movie is rated PG-13 and is 2 hours and 14 minutes. My movie review mom grade is an A. I really loved it. And I'm not even a race car driver or a fan of race car driving. Let me give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out all the things that I really liked about the film, as well as a few things I didn't like. And then I'll offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, interesting lines, funny lines, and recommendations for a few other movies that I instantly thought of while I watched this that are sort of similar. All right, so in a nutshell, the story would be great just as a story. But what makes it even more impressive is that it's based on the real true story of Jan Mardenborough, a Gran Turismo player who actually became a professional race car driver. Jan gets to play a stunt double in this movie for the actor who plays him, which I thought was so sweet. Now, as I said, I don't play racing video games, but I still really enjoyed this movie. The film was directed by Neil Blomkamp. Writing credits go to Jason Hall, Zach Balin, and Alec Si. I apologize. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that name correctly. Sorry about that. Now, here's the list of things that I really liked about the film. First of all, Archie Madickley delivers big time in this. And again, I apologize if I just slaughtered your name, Archie. You did a great job. I'm thinking that this is probably Archie's big break in Hollywood, even though he's done some other stuff. But anyway, congratulations. Fantastic. David Harbour also does an excellent job, as always. Fans of the popular Netflix TV show Stranger Things will absolutely love him and his character in this. It's also really great to see Orlando Bloom in something again. It's been a while. He hasn't been in a wide release since 2014. His character is inspired by the real Darren Cox, who founded GT Academy to help Sony PlayStation give racing gamers a real chance in the world of professional racing drivers. Darren Barnett's character is inspired by the real Brian Heitcotter, who won the GT Academy with Jan Mardenborough in 2011. You'll notice a former Spice Girl in the movie, Jerry Halliwell. In real life, she's married to a professional race car driver for Red Bull, Christian Horner. Djimon Hounsou is underutilized in this movie, but he has one of the most powerful moments in the film. And I just like seeing him in everything and anything, even though I can't pronounce his name correctly either. Boy, I'm slaughtering names on this review. Sorry about that. There are so many cool moments in the film. For example, the real Kazunori Yamachi is the sushi chef in Japan who smiles at Jan in the scene. So you have to pay attention to that. And then here's another name. Hungaroring in Hungary was used for many of the racing scenes designed to look like different locations around the world. That's pretty clever. Michelin Tires was the official tire partner for the movie, providing all the rubber in the movie, and that was a lot. I love the two songs featured in the movie that the main character listens to a lot. Kenny G Songbird, 1987, and Enya, Sail Away, 1988. The younger viewers may not catch those songs, but I definitely was swept away. So what do you listen to in order to relax, focus, or be inspired by? And I thought that that was cute that they included that musical element of the film. There's also a lot of humor as well as a lot of inspirational lines. I'll share a couple of them with you here later on. The action is exciting and will definitely give gamers the thrill that they love. In fact, I love that so many video game elements are including in the telling of the story visually as well. Video game movie adaptations used to be notoriously terrible, but we're seeing kind of an uptick lately of good ones. At least it looks like that. So yay. 2 of my 4 sons actually work in the video game industry and are thrilled by that. One of my sons worked for a company, I won't say the name, and the movie version of a very popular game came out, and everybody at the company was just horrified, like, what? They just ruined it. And apparently people in the game really weren't involved in the movie, the making of that movie adaptation, which was kind of weird. But anyway, at the end of this movie, we get to see video clips and photographs of the real people involved in these true events told in the movie. And I always love that. Now, with all of that praise, there were just a few things that I thought that I didn't like or just thought could have been done differently. For example, it's extremely predictable as far as the plot goes, but I didn't care. I thought it was fun anyway, and made even better by the fact that the events in the story really happened. So you're thinking, oh, everything's going to be tied up in a nice bow at the end. But things did work out well in real life. Not to give you a spoiler there. Some viewers have complained that the details in the story aren't entirely accurate. I still didn't care. It's still inspiring and energizing. And a lot of these biopic type of movies aren't 100% accurate. I mean, Hollywood makes some liberties, and I was okay with that in this movie. Let me give you some tips for parents. Because the movie's PG-13, your kids might be interested. So there is some profanity, but not very much. So that's great. We see several racing car wrecks. There's talk of race car drivers who died in crashes. We see a pretty bad crash, actually a couple of times. And then there's some bullying of between race car drivers. Some of the positive themes that are illustrated really well are persistence, hope, hard work, making your dreams come true, and believing in yourself. And I actually appreciate those themes because so many young viewers think that they can become insta famous in 5 minutes. And to really make your dreams come true takes a lot of hard work and time. So I appreciate that element of the movie. So whenever I watch movies, I take notes. Especially, I write down lines that I want to share with you so you can kind of get a taste for the flavor of the film. So you can see them all on moviereviewmom.com, but I'll share some of the funny lines with you first. For example, Danny Moore is played by Orlando Bloom, and he says to the coach, he says, follow the kids around the track, make some notes, act like an engineer, look cool, as he's trying to describe, what his job is. I thought that that was cute. And then David Harbour's character plays Jack Salter, and he says, let's go, you gamer kids. This must be a new experience for you. Last time you stretched your legs was to go get another packet of Hot Pockets from the freezer. And so he's really hard on these new young gamers with the hopes of becoming a professional driver. Anyway, I thought that that was cute. He gives them a hard time, but it works out well. Another line that he says is after a race car driver who was a former video gamer just messes up and hits cones, he says, grabbed a bunch of cones back there, extra points. And then he's not very generous with his compliments. And so he says to one of the guys, that was actually pretty great. And the guy is shocked because he just doesn't hear good things from him. Another one of his lines, he's got a lot of really good lines in the movie, is he's talking to one of the other guys who's producing this whole story or event of turning a video gamer into an actual race car driver. And so he's talking to him and he says, out of the couch surfing nerds that you sent me, he's the best one. And then another race car driver, an actual race car driver, pokes fun at the gamer and says, much easier with a joystick, isn't it? Now, there were some interesting lines and inspiring lines in the story as well. For example, there's a conversation between Steve Martinborough, who's played by Jimon Hansu, and Jan, his son, Archie. And so the dad says, Jan, all you do is play video games with some crazy dreams of racing cars. And his son says, Dad, you're the one that told us to always do something that we love, which is good advice. And then another sweet line that Jack Salter, again played by David Harbour, says to this video gamer who does well and becomes a race car driver. He says, most people can't. Now, I got a feeling you're not most people. And something bad happens and he's got to give him that motivational talk. And I thought that that was really good. All right, so let me give you recommendations for a few films that I thought of that I think you're also going to really like if they went under the radar and you missed these ones. One came out in 2019 called Ford v. Ferrari. And I hear there's another Ferrari movie in the making getting ready to come out. So this is the Ford v. Ferrari relationship, really well done. An earlier one that was released back in 2013 is Rush. And it also got a lot of talk and buzz, high energy, and a handsome leading man. Back in 2004, a movie came out called NASCAR. So comment down below, are you a NASCAR fan? They say that that's the #1 sport in America. I would have said football or baseball, but I don't know. That's what the statistics say. And I've never been to a NASCAR game, but I've been to plenty of football games and baseball games, basketball games too, for that matter. Anyway, and then the last one is an older one, 1990, with Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder. Lots of adrenaline. All of these movies give you that high octane race car experience in a safe environment on your couch as you watch the movie at home. All right. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I hope my movie reviews are helpful in helping you to decide whether you're going to spend time or money or both watching a movie. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe. I really appreciate all of your support. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.